guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to read The Little Prince, chapter 26. Hope you sleep well by this video and have a good night to all. Let's begin. There was the ruin of an old stone wall beside the well. When I came back from my work the next evening, I saw my little prince sitting on the top of a wall with his feet dangling. From some distance away, I heard him say, "Then you forget, this is not the right spot." It was certain that another voice answered him, but he replied to it, Yes, it is the right day, but this is not the right spot." I ran toward the wall, but I saw nor heard anyone. The little prince, however, said once again, "Exactly. You will see where my track begins, in the sand. You have nothing to do except wait for me there. I shall be there tonight." I was only 20 meters from the wall, but I could not see anything. After silence, the little prince said again, "You said that you have good poison. Are you sure that it'll not make me suffer too long?" I stopped as I felt my heart torn asunder, but still I didn't understand. "Now go away," said the little prince. "I want to get down from the wall." I looked down the foot of the wall, and then I jumped into the air. There was a yellow snake that takes just 30 seconds to bring your life to an end. Even as I was pulling my revolver out of my pocket, I made a running step back. But at the noise I made, the snake flew easily across the sand, and the dying spray of a fountain disappeared with a light metallic sound among the stones. I reached the wall just in time to catch my little man in my arms. His face was white as snow. "What happened?" I asked. "I were talking with the snake." I loosened the golden muffler that he always wore. I moistened his temples and gave him some water to drink. Now, I did not dare ask him any more questions. He looked at me very gravely and wrapped his arms around my neck. I felt his heart beating like the heart of a dying bird shot by a gun. "I am pleased that you have found what the matter was with your engine," he said. "Now you can go back home." How do you know about that?" I was just about to tell him that my work had been successful, beyond anything that I had dared to hope. He did not answer my question, but he added, "I'm going back home today too," he said in a sad tone. "It is much farther. It is much more difficult." I found that something extraordinary was occurring. I held him close in my arms, but it seemed to me that it was was rushing headlong toward an abyss from which I could do nothing to stop him. He looked very serious, like someone lost far away. "I have your sheep," the sheep's box, "and the muzzle," he said, giving me a sad smile. I watched him a long time. He was reviving little by little. "Dear little prince, you're scared," I said to him. Surely he was scared, but he laughed lightly. "I shall be much more scared this evening." Once again, I felt myself frozen by the sense of something irreversible. I knew that I could not bear the idea of never hearing his laughter anymore. For me, it was just like a spring of fresh water in the desert. "Little man, I want to hear your laughter again," I said. "Tonight it'll be all ear," he said to me. "My star, then, can be found right above the place where I came to the earth a year ago. Little man, tell me that it is only a bad dream, this affair of the snake and the meeting place and the star," I said. He did not respond to my plea. He said to me instead, "The thing that is significant is the thing that is invisible." Yes, I know. It is so with the flower. If you love a flower that lives on a star, it is pleasant to look at the sky. At night, all the stars are in the full blossom. Yes, I know. It is so with the water, owing to the pulley and the rope. What you gave me to drink was like music. How fresh it was. Yes, I know. You will look up at a star at night. Everything is so small where I live that I cannot show you where my stars is to be found. It's better like that. For you, my star will just be one of the stars. So you will love to watch all the stars in the heavens. They will all become your friends. Besides, I'm going to make you a gift. He laughed again. "Ah, little prince, dear little prince, I love to hear your laughter. That is my gift, and it will be as it was when we drank the water." What are you trying to say? All men have the stars, but each one of them has his or her star, he answered. For travelers, the stars are guides, but for others, they are no more than little lights in the sky. And for scholars, they are problems. For my businessmen, they were possessions. But all these stars are speechless. You alone will own the stars as no one else has them. What are you trying to say? In one of the stars I shall be living. In one of them I shall be laughing. So it will be as if all the stars were laughing when you look at the sky at night. You, only you, will have stars that can laugh. He laughed again. When you are grief be satisfied that you have known me. You will always be my friend. You will want to laugh with me. You will sometimes open your window for the pleasure, and your friends will be probably astonished to see you laughing as you look up at the sky. Then you will say to them, "Yes, the stars always make me laugh," and they will think you're crazy. It'll be a very shabby trick that I shall have played on you. He laughed again. It'll be as if, in place of the stars, I had given you a great number of little bells that knew how to laugh. He laughed again, then he soon became serious. "Please do not come tonight," said the little prince. "I shall not leave you," I said. "I shall look as if I were sick. I shall look a little as if I were dying. Do not come to see that. It is not worth the trouble. I shall not leave you." But he was scared. I tell you, because of the snake. You should not let him bite you. Snakes are malicious creatures. This one might bite you just for fun, but a thought came to reassure him. It is true that they have no more poison for a second bite. That night I did not see him go on his way. He left me without making a sound. When I succeeded in catching up with him, he was walking along with a quick and resolute step. He said to me merely, "Ah, you are there." He took me by the hand, but he was still scared. "It was wrong of you to come. You will suffer. I shall look as if I were dead, and that will not be true." I said nothing. "You understand, it is too far. I cannot carry this body with me. It is too heavy." I said nothing. "It will be like an old abandoned shell." "There is nothing sad about old shells." I said nothing. He was a little discouraged, but he made one more effort. "You know, it'll be very nice. I, too, shall look at the stars. All the stars will be wells with a rusty pulley. All the stars will pour out fresh water for me to drink." I said nothing. "That will be so interesting. You will have 500 million little bells, and I shall have 500 million springs of fresh water." He also said nothing more because he was crying. "Here it is. Let me go on by myself." He sat down because he was scared. "You know, my flower, I'm responsible for her," he said. "She's so weak. She's so naive. She has 4 thorns of no use at all to protect herself against the world." I sat down too because I was not able to stand up any longer. "There now, that is all." He still hesitated a little, and then he got up. He took one step. I could not move. motionless for an instant. He did not cry out. He fell as gently as a tree falls. There was not even any sound because of the sand. 6 years have already passed by. I have never yet told this story to others. The companions who met me on my return were pleased to see me alive. I was sad, but I just told them I'm tired. Now my grief is soothed a little, but not entirely. I know that he went back to his planet because I could not find his body at dawn. His body was not so heavy, and I love to listen to the stars at night. It is like 500 million little bells. There is, however, one unusual thing. When I drew my muzzle for the little prince, I forgot to add a leather strap to it. He will never have been able to fasten it on his ship. So now I wonder what is happening on his planet. The ship might have eaten the flower. At one time, I said to myself, definitely not. The little prince shuts his flower under a glass globe every night. He watches over his ship very carefully. Then I'm happy, and there is sweetness in the laughter of all the stars. But at another time, I said to myself, at some moment or other, one is absent-minded, and that's enough. And one evening, he forgot the glass globe, or the ship got out without making any noise in the night. Then the little bells are changed to tears. Here, then, is a great mystery. For you who also love the little prince, and for me, nothing in the universe can be the same if somewhere, we do not know where, a ship that we never saw has eaten a rose or not. Look up at the sky, ask yourselves, has the sheep eaten the flower or not? Then you'll see how everything changes. Now grown up will understand that this is a matter of so much significance. Now I see the loveliest and saddest landscape in the world. I have drawn it to impress it on your memory. It is here that the little prince appeared on earth and disappeared. Look at it carefully so that you will recognize it in case you travel someday to the African desert. And if you should come upon this place, please do not hurry on. Wait for time exactly under the star. Then, if you meet a little man who has golden hair and who refuses to answer questions,